Have you ever spent days, sometimes weeks, building your film budget, finally looked at the last page and thought, perfect, now I just need to find investors? If you have, you're not alone. Unfortunately, that's exactly where many producers make one of the biggest mistakes of their entire financing journey. What if I told you that your film budget could be the very reason investors are saying no, and it has nothing to do with how much money you're asking for? Most producers think a budget is simply a list of expenses: actors, crew, equipment, locations, post-production, insurance, marketing. But investors don't read budgets the same way producers do. Even worse, a lot of producers just pick a number. This movie should be, and then build the budget around that number. Most filmmakers think a budget answers one simple question: how much money do I need? Professional investors are asked or think completely different questions. And believe it or not, your budget answers that question long before you ever open your mouth. Today I'm going to show you why two films with exactly the same budget can receive completely different reactions from investors, and how making your budget investable can dramatically increase your chances of getting financed. Before we continue, if you're serious about attracting investors instead of chasing them, I've created a complete program called the Film Budget Blueprint. Inside, I break down exactly how experienced investors evaluate film projects, the mistakes that immediately destroy credibility, and how to present your project in a way that dramatically increases investor confidence. Just go to filmfunding101.com, click on the Programs tab, or simply click on the link in the description. Most producers believe investors invest in movies. They don't. They invest in financially viable projects that are de-risked. Every single page of your budget either increases or decreases for that perceived risk. That's why two identical $5 million films can receive completely different responses. One producer appears prepared, the other appears optimistic. Investors can tell the difference immediately. I've seen budgets with no contingency. I've seen producers forget completion costs. I've seen unrealistic shooting schedules. I've seen post-production dramatically underestimated. Every one of those tells investors, this producer has never actually delivered a feature. The budget isn't there to tell investors how much money you need. It's there to convince them you know exactly what you're doing. The strongest budgets don't simply justify expenses. They demonstrate competence. Every line communicates preparation. Every assumption communicates experience. Every number either builds confidence or destroys it. If your goal is to raise serious money, understanding what investors actually see when they open your budget is one of the highest return skills you can develop as a producer. That's exactly why I created the Film Budget Blueprint. Inside, I'll show you how investors evaluate projects, why they reject otherwise good films, and how to position your project to inspire confidence before you ever walk into a pitch meeting. Go to filmfunding101.com, click on the Programs tab, or simply click the link in the description.